Hello, everyone, and streaming again. I hope you're having an awesome Christmas break. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. I am trying to cue up some holiday cheer, so hold on while I look for some music. Let's do Happy Holidays channel. Kyle Dunbar. Hey, 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 the Cajun Yeti. How's it going, my friend? Back again, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I am still pushing to get all these Mills plates done because my goal is to try and get all these Mills plates together and then I can start whacking out some buildings. Briley Bates. Hey, hey, hey. Brick Sargent. Eastern Coins. Hello. Steve Weiser. I hope everybody had... I just finished... I shouldn't say I just finished. My kids, or my son left. My other 2 kids still live with me. But a couple hours ago. But man, am I stuffed. We had pie and huge dinner and opened a few presents. And my plan is tomorrow, because we're going to have a few more things going on. And then I'm going to try and get on here and do a couple Christmas Day streams and try and do some special things. Cajun Yeti says, back again. Jim G, Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for signing in. Kyle Dunbar, thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to you as well, my friend. Anyway, let me grab a few more parts. I think what I'm going to do on this one, because this is going to be a long stretch of road, and you know what, let me try and adjust the camera. So everybody can get a real feel for the size of this particular plate. Now let me get a few more parts. If I had a Santa hat, I honestly would wear it. I don't have one, though. And I'm trying to think, how do I want to do this? So I'm thinking on this one, you know what? I'm going to put passing lanes. So we're going to do this one just a tad bit different than I normally would. Let me get a few different parts. Let's see. We got these. There we go. So this is going to be a long stretch of road behind the train station. So I think it'll be fun to give it a little bit of a passing lane. Merry Christmas. I'm not sure where Paul Bot is. He might be out working. Trust me, I'm sure if he is around lurking somewhere, he will rear his evil head. Never fear, Paul Bot is always around. I hope you guys can see kind of what I got going on with this particular road. What I'm doing is, because there'll be a curve on this end down here, and then there'll be a curve over at this end as I go. So typically how that works is like this lane can pass up to this point, and this lane will be able to pass on this side. So I'm going to have the hashed line on this side, and then I'm going to put it solid at this end and do the opposite for the other lanes of traffic. See, I told you. Paul Bot's just like Beetlejuice, man. You say his name enough times and he just appears out of nowhere. Kenneth Swan, hello, hello. Gavin Slater, how you doing? Cobra Kai, I love that show. I would try and watch it while I'm streaming, but actually I'm going to go solid here now. I would get in trouble if you guys could hear it, and then I really couldn't see it if I was doing it. So, Joshua Long Photography, how are you? Merry Christmas, my friend. That's something I didn't do. I forgot. Hold on. I try to make sure I can have both. There we go. I like to have both screens where I can look over and see the chats. Yes, late night. I'm going to stay up for a while. I am fat and happy. Stuffed, I should say. So I thought, why not get on and see if anybody else is out and about and looking for something to do. That's all. How do you like that set so far, Kenneth? I have not purchased it yet myself. But it does look like a great set. I haven't been able to get my hands on it. Everywhere I look, it is sold out. You're absolutely right, Mike. He is like a bad penny. We are going to make this end a solid line down to that point. And now we're going to start coming back with the road. So here's where it's going to get fun. We got to put our gray line all the way through. So let's get that guy in there. And then for this lane of traffic, we're going to start skipping. House full of bricks. Hey ho hey. How are you, my friend? And Merry Christmas. I even got the Christmas jams going. I hope everybody gets what they're aiming for, what they want, and all that good stuff. Do I think they'll make any more Home Alone sets? Personally, no. I think they'll make more movie sets that are popular movies. Obviously, they have to be movies that would be non-violent. I would love to see them make like a Die Hard movie or set or something, but I don't foresee them making any more Home Alone sets. I can see them trying to find stuff like, say, maybe Chevy Chase's Christmas Vacation or something like that. Or if they do make another set, it might be, say, a year or two. Maybe they might do another one. You never know. I guess it all depends on the popularity of the specific movie. And I'm going to do one more hash and then start that side solid. So let me get this filled a little bit more. Eastern Coin says he asked for the Parisian restaurants. I hope you get it, my friend. It is a great set. Very detailed set. Talus Moonbreaker, greetings to you, my friend, and Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to James Jackson, all the way down in Florida. I hope you guys are having some great weather because it is actually really warm here right now. So I know you got to be having some better weather than what I have. Awesome, Kenneth. I will check that out here in just a little bit. For those of you that do not know, when he refers to Discord, I have a membership. And with that membership, one of the perks is, it doesn't matter what level of membership you purchase, you get access to my Discord group. And it's what I lovingly call the Funny Farm. And they're a great group of guys. Everybody gets in there and talks all the time. But I have 3 levels of membership. I have bronze, silver, and gold for anybody that wants to help support my channel. And those levels cost $1.99, $4.99, and $19.99. Obviously, like I tell everybody, silver is the biggest bang for your buck because you get full access to Discord. The biggest perk for my gold members is once a month I just started a new perk, and that new perk is once a month I give you an instruction free to download. This month's current instruction that's free to download is the instructions for my train station. And there should be a link for that at the homepage of my channel. And I'm trying to think of where else there might be a link for that. I can't remember off the top of my head, though. And I need some bricks. It's in the upper 50s. Let's say it's 50 here right now. I would have expected it to have been warmer. Just to show you guys some stuff, because I have been slowly ripping, this is part of my highway. I'm slowly ripping the highway apart and using those pieces for my other road plates. And Merry Christmas to you, Destro. I hope you have an awesome one, my friend. Awesome! Jim G says they did a Secret Santa and he got a Simbo Blocks 711. How is the quality of Simbo blocks? I have never messed with them or built with them, but I'm always curious as to the quality of various off-brand products. One of our members here, I don't know if he's here right now, but Bricklock, Illinois, he does a lot of, mind you, he is a huge collector like I am of actual Lego, but he's checked into a lot of those off-brand sets as well, and some of those are just truly amazing. We did a live stream yesterday, and he was kind of showing some of them off to everybody, and I was extremely impressed with how some of those sets look. Most of those sets are from designers that you can find on Bricklink. So there's some extremely impressive sets, to say the least. It is an expensive building to build. I will be the first to admit it, and that's why I always try to warn people that ahead of time before they buy the instructions, because you are absolutely correct. It is a pricey building to build. Wow, now that's nice. 64 in Missouri. That's awesome, Joshua. Brooks Brick says, I figure I'll get Lego cards from folks. That would be awesome. You mean like gift cards so you can go buy Lego sets and stuff? See, that's my problem. Most people steer very clear of buying me Lego. And I get why they do that, because I have so much. They're always afraid that if they were to buy me Lego, that they might buy me something that I already have. So most people will not buy me Lego. Absolutely, Big Black. Work overtime and build big. I'm 100% with you, my man. Thank you, Pete. Like I said, you don't have to say just kidding. I kind of figured you were. But now, something I do want to point out, and I really wish I had some pictures of it, because there was a guy on Facebook that actually bought the instructions of my train station and built it. And what he did to make it more affordable, I never actually got a chance to talk to him and ask him specifically how much it cost total. But he substituted some of the windows out for modern windows, so that way it saved some expense there. And then he also, instead of building the train station out of red brick, he went with yellow, because yellow is probably the cheapest color you can get when it comes to Lego. And it looked amazing. I was actually quite impressed with how well it looked in the color of yellow. And like I said, I really wish I had some images to share. I would show you guys, but it really turned out nice. Jim G says, I haven't even started building it yet, but as soon as I do, I will definitely let you guys know how the quality is. I appreciate that, Jim. Because like I said, I'm not what people would refer to as a Lego snob. Some people are what I call Lego snobs, and they absolutely will not buy anything off-brand in any way, shape, or form. And to me, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't particularly, I personally don't use it in my builds, except with the large off-brand base plates and things of that nature. But everybody's different. Some people it's like, oh my God, if you use off-brand in anything, it's like a cardinal sin. And I don't get why people are so harsh about that, because it's like, you know what, it's building blocks, dude. I will say that when it comes to the quality of the brick, I've never seen anybody have as good a quality as Lego. My personal opinion. But there's a lot of brands I haven't tried, so I can't say that there isn't anything that equals. Matt says, gift cards, since folks know how I am, and that I always want more Lego, but it's the best approach. Yeah, I can definitely see why people would do that, because you're right. Because with a gift card, especially for the Lego store, I mean, how can you go wrong? Every time I walk into a Lego store, man, I drop at least $300 minimum. And that's only if I just look at the parts wall. That's not buying sets. That's why Lego stores and me are very dangerous, because I've never left a Lego store and not spend under $300. Big Black 55 says Lego snob except brick arms. And brick arms is one of those things I totally get. Some people are snobbish to that too. But the thing that a lot of people have to take into consideration is quite simply this. That camera is just not wanting to stay where I want it to. Lego doesn't make trying to get that camera just a little bit better. There we go. Lego doesn't make any weapon sets. I mean, they make the sci-fi weapons like they do for Star Wars and sets like that, but they don't have a lot of sets. Well, they don't have any sets where they actually make guns like what Brick Arms does, and Brick Arms does an amazing job with a lot of their guns. I even sell a lot of different off-brand guns myself on my personal webpage, and I'm really, really impressed with a lot of the quality of the products that I'm actually selling. I need to grab... What did I need to grab? Oh, I need to grab this and start parting more of this up. I'm going to pull some more of this parts off. Need another chunk of the highway. Oh, I needed 1x4s. That was it. See, I knew I wanted to grab something. I just couldn't remember what it was. Mike says, get the bookshop, the new Technic truck, tow truck, and the yellow train station was all on sale this last summer. Those are really good sets too, Mike. The only one that I don't have is that new truck set as far as the creator vehicles, but I have every other vehicle that they've made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is my line. There we go. That's one thing I have to say about these roads, man. They go together really quickly. I like to pull these apart just because, well, is this spaced? Well, I guess it is spaced the right way. So I can pull that off. That'll speed me up a little bit. Speed me up, Scotty. I needed a 1x2. There it is. There we go. And why? Why oh why? Because I haven't put all the pieces in, that's why. There we go. Now we're zooming along. There, that made that part of the build real easy. Merry Christmas, Compounds Adventures. Thank you so much for popping in. I hope you're having an awesome day as well, and I hope you're getting time to spend time with the family and enjoy. And did I mess that up? Yes, I did. I'm a-choking. So I gotta start with, there we go. There we go, now we're in line. I just want to point something out because I get asked this question a lot. If you want to build Mills road plates out of brick, because it's a question, like I said, that I hear a lot. People always see that there's a really huge gap between a lot of the plates when you're putting all the roads together. And hello, Lexon, first time viewer. Welcome to the channel, my friend, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas. The thing that I was going to say, though, is the bigger brick that you use when you're actually building your Mills plate roads, the better it's going to be as far as there's not going to be any shrinkage, so to speak. Because if you tried to put and build a 4-plate road using 1x2 bricks, you'll find that it'll be so stretched out and there'll be a really big gap at the end to the point that the whole thing will pull up if you tried to attach it to an actual plate below it. And speaking of our Flego expert, we have Bricklock, Illinois. We were just talking about you, Bricklock. And thank you for nailing that message, guys. I appreciate that. I don't know what it is with the bots lately. Seems I have been getting a lot of bots lately, though. And the funny thing is I really don't know what it is that they're supposed to be posting when they post those random words like that. I do not get it at all. are getting there. And bada boom, bada bing. What's oh crap? Just to warn you ahead of time, Bricklock, Paul Bot is in the room. So I'm sure he'll be here to harass you momentarily. Oh, I still got to put the white line. That's right. Getting ahead of myself. Got to put the white line. Started to get ahead of myself. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I have actually been making a lot of leaps and strides on my city in a lot of different ways. And I'm hoping, because I just posted a city update a couple days ago, and I'm about to post a new one after I get these roads placed. But my goal is this year I am going to be doing a lot, and I mean a lot, of city updates as I go along, because I am really pushing ahead on a lot of different builds. At least you expect it, so there's no harm, no foul. I need to grab some more white plates. My Bino white plates. I love my white plates. I actually love those containers for just bulk individual pieces. They are absolutely amazing, and they're cheap. You can get them at, I typically buy that particular container. I believe it's a 6-quart container. Let's see. Yep, 6 quarts. But I get them for, as you can see, it's only 95 cents at Big Lots. Really great way to store bulk parts that you have. Thank you so much, Flexin. I haven't finished it in the aspect of it's finished. The entire tower itself is finished. I just never put a base on it, but it is fully illuminated. It is in its full height. There will be a small base that I put on the bottom of it, and I just have not gotten around to it yet. I'm trying to get all of my streets kind of fitted together, and then once I get all the streets and everything set together and ready to roll, then I'm going to go back to that. I should be back to that, I'm hoping, within the next month or so. That is the plan anyway. So I'm slowly getting there with a lot of different things. That's one of those builds, because just the tower itself, the Avengers Tower, it currently is 6 feet in height. And you will see it in all of my city update videos, because it's the tallest building in my city. I still have to do a modification of the Daily Bugle, because I'm going to do a custom version of that also. I bought 2 Daily Bugles, and then I also bought a buttload of parts to really Bevinize that particular build. Am I planning to custom build a after-work watering hole? It would be a nice idea. I'm not really sure. I do already have one bar. Let me say that. It's a pub. It's actually a build that I did. It's been a couple years now. I modified it, though, about 1.5 years ago. That is the bottom floor of my brown apartment building that is in the main portion of the city. The lanes themselves are 8 bricks in width, each lane. There is, technically, it's a brick in the center. And what that, you know what, I should probably, I don't really like that line of separation there. I'm I'm going to change that piece out in a minute. I'm going to make this yellow because I want it solid through there. It doesn't look right. But the lanes are eight bricks wide on each side. And then technically the center is a brick because it's 3 plates thick in order for me to do my lines. And then it's 2 plates on either side. Bricklock says we need to negotiate for a Lego factory here in the States to reduce the station of how much you buy in dark. Yes. Well, like I said though, the rate that I'm going, I might actually be able to do a small highway off on the corner of the table, and that's where I'm trying to skimp as much as I can. I'm finishing this piece. I think I have 3 more sections of road I got to do, and I have 1 more piece of the first highway sitting next to me. After I'm done with that, though, if I can't do the other sections of road I need to do, then I'm going to have to start robbing parts out of that last piece of highway. Call it Bevan Studs or Bevan Suds. That would be a good name. I'm trying to think, what is the name of my one? The one that I have currently. I'm drawing a blank. Something about, I think it's just called the Pub, Irish Pub or Old Pub. I think maybe I called it the Old Pub. I have like a green sign on the front of it though with a little shamrock on the pub that I currently have. Flexen said he made his own daily bugle that is 4 feet tall, and I'm very satisfied with how it came out. That's awesome. I'm going to be modifying mine in a few ways. I like the original version that Lego came up with. I think it's a great version because it really coincides well with the original comic book version of that particular build. But there is a few things that, in my opinion, they kind of missed. And those are some of the things I'm going to be changing. I'm going to be changing the width of the building, and I am going to be making the building anywhere from 4 to 6 feet in height. I'm not really totally sure how big I'm going with it yet, but I'm definitely going to be doing something fun with that particular building. My ultimate goal is to basically have the back portion of my table all skyscrapers, and then I'm going to paint the wall blue and just put a few little clouds or whatever on it, just to give me some better photo ops. Harrison, Merry Christmas to you. Said currently alone with the missus and the family, so happy you are streaming. Makes it feel a lot less lonely, and I'm glad to hear that. And I hope you have a good Christmas, my friend. And I hope you get better soon as well. I am so sorry to hear that. I can put him there. That's part of my thing, because I've been wanting to make a video for Brick Sergeant's minifig. But I wanted to get the city kind of filled in so I can start placing my minifigs everywhere. I didn't want to just throw them somewhere and then have to keep moving them around. Okay, I'm just going to have to stand this up. My background music, I pay for a membership through, I'm trying to remember what it's called, Pretzel something or whatever. It's YouTube safe music, and if I was to ever get a community strike or anything for that music, they will file complaints for free for me, as far as to fight anything if I tried to get a community strike anyway from using their music. And it costs, if I remember correctly, it is like $12 a month for that particular music. It comes with a variety of different channels, but I figure because obviously it's Christmas and I'm streaming on Christmas, I thought why not do some holiday music. Brick Sergeant says, my daughter asked if you might want or need some of the white base plates. I'm going to need some at some point. I don't have any immediate need for them. The reason I say I'm going to need them at some point, because I do intend on building a Hoth battle scene at some point. I'm trying to get my city kind of partially together before I jump around to any new projects. It's just like I need a ton of tan base plates. I think I have about 10 right now, because I'm wanting to do a small Tatooine build as well. So as far as parts go, my man, I always need parts. I will never turn parts down. That's just, I am a part, someone that's always, I'm just going to split the whole thing. I am always looking for parts. I will never turn anything down. But I do know that your daughter works at Walmart, so I know she can get them. But like I said, I'm not in any immediate need for them. Merry Christmas to you, Eccentric Bricks. I hope you're having a great day, buddy. And for those that have not seen it, Eccentric Bricks makes some awesome artwork. I showed it in a live stream the other day, and give me just a second while I get this back together. I like how that looks much better. There, that looks like it flows better. Let me grab his artwork just to show you guys the quality that this man does. This is my Christmas present from Eccentric Bricks, and man, are these awesome or what? He actually airbrushed these and then sent them to me as a Christmas gift, and I mean, just look at these. This is Harley Quinn, and this is Darth Maul, and I mean, are these things not amazing or what? If you get a chance, check out his page, because he does all kinds of amazing artwork like this. And again, I want to just say thank you so much, Eccentric Bricks, for sending me these for a Christmas present, because these things are just absolutely beautiful, my friend. I love these. I haven't hung them on the wall yet because I got to get a bunch of other stuff done, but these are both just absolutely amazing. I wanted to share my early Christmas present, though, from Eccentric Bricks, because like I said, I can't rave enough about how awesome those things are. And like I said, he does have an Instagram where he posts a lot of pictures and stuff of his artwork. So if you ever get a chance to check his artwork out on his Instagram, I tell you, I definitely recommend it, because he does some cool stuff. He does a lot of countertops and things of that nature as well, but then he also does that amazing artwork. Like I said, I can't brag enough on the guy. That's why I have to, anytime I see him, it's like, oh, I gotta show these off. Kyle says, well, see right there, you got some customers. You got some customers in the chat, Eccentric Bricks. Start plugging, man. Tell people what you would charge for those. And just another point that I wanted to put out there is I know that he's moving to Michigan here in the next few months or so, was it, Eccentric Bricks? Currently, he is down south in Florida. And now I can start the plating. So now we can start smacking it down. Round town. Oop, that one's not going to go. There we go. Do 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 do. I need to actually make a special video just showing those off, and put a link to your Instagram, Eccentric Bricks. So I think that would get more traction than me showing them in the live streams like I have. Which, I never even thought to ask you that, buddy. Do you actually sell those? Or is that just something you do in your spare time for fun? That's something else. What Eccentric Bricks was just mentioning. He's making his first ever designer Lego table, assembly table. And once he's done with that, he's going to be sending that to me as well, so I can use it as a stream table. So I'm really excited to see what he comes up with. He hasn't told me how he's doing it or what he's doing, but I can't wait to see what it looks like once it's received. And see, like I said, right there you go, my friend. Like I said, if you're looking for some business, you got customers. What are my thoughts on the Lego City Fire Station and the fire trucks? If you're referring to the ones that are coming out this year, I'm not impressed at all. I'm pretty disappointed with all the Lego City sets as a majority, to be perfectly honest. And I kind of get what they're doing and why they're doing it. I'm like I said, I hate to say it, I'm not really a big fan though of what they're doing. They're trying to kind of, and like I said, I understand why they're doing it. They're kind of dumbing them down, for lack of a better word. I hate to say it that way, but they're trying to make them more kid-friendly so they can get a younger audience building, because they know most of us older people, anytime we buy a set, we modify it anyway. So that's kind of what I think their thought process is. But awesome. I look forward to seeing that, Eccentric Bricks. But again, I just personally not really a huge fan of pretty much any of the city sets that are coming out. I haven't been a big fan of them even since the last ones that they came around with. That's awesome. Scout Craft 4, he says he's got a huge Lego City in his room. Everybody should have a Lego City. No, what I would assume anyway, because like I said, I know that Eccentric Bricks is moving up here fairly soon. We would meet in person for that to happen, because you're right, I would not. I wouldn't want to have to see what he would have to pay for shipping for something like that. That would be absolutely insane. Did I? You know what? Hold on one second. Eccentric Bricks. I'll see if I can't find the link real quick and I can post it for you, just for anybody that's curious. Give me 1 minute to kind of look it up. Because it is probably a lot easier for me to share your link than it is for you to try and describe it to people. Copy. And here we go. This is for anybody that is interested in checking out his artwork. This is I just posted it in chat for you. That is Eccentric Bricks page. So if you wanted to go take a look at that awesome artwork, that is the link you want to go look at it at. Whoops. Well, that's awesome if you have a Lego City in your room then. At that age, most people do not have cities at 17. That's actually what I'm building this with, is the pieces from the highway, yes. But I will be putting together another highway, hopefully this year. But it's going to be built with the new Lego road plate system. And I see that, I say Mike is already answering that question for me as well. Thank you so much, Eccentric Bricks. I appreciate that, buddy. And hey, try to help out those that help me as much as I can, my man. Let's get popping. Wait a minute. Before I do that, I got to remember, I want to put a couple sewers. So let's do a sewer. Let's do a sewer here. I think, or can I do that there? And I'm looking at this and I got my spacing all wrong with my bricks. Boy, I'm just choking today. I got to add one of these for every one of them. There, it's better. Hold on while I make a slight correction in judgment. That was a nice, easy, quick fix. I'm glad I noticed it before I popped it down. Now let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put a sewer there. Second plate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Put a sewer there. And we're going to come on the opposite side. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that side should already be, or no, it isn't. I got to pull. So if I want to do that, this has got to be a tile. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And this has got to be a tile. I always almost forget about my sewers. Awesome. See there, we just got you some more followers there, Eccentric Bricks. How cool is that? Let me get some, or they're right here. How awesome is that? I actually had some of my parts already pulled out. So I need that. And then I'm going to have to go get 2 tiles. Need 2 1x2 tiles. And those I know are right behind me because I just put them away. So we have that, and that's for my little sewers I like to put in here. Now I can put my clips back on. Put these 2. And now we can stick it down. You know, it's funny that people ask about me destroying my highway. I was honestly contemplating destroying my train station because I would really like to rebuild it. But after thinking, and because I'm just like in a mad rush to try and get my table as full as I can right now, I decided to go ahead and leave it intact. But I will be honest, that building is on my to destroy list at some point in the future. But for now, it's safe. Until I come up with a solid plan on how I'm going to replace it. There we go. Now that we got all that popped down, now we can take some plates, and let me get some of these parts out of my way. For Christmas, you're getting stream stuff? Awesome. I'm assuming that means you're going to be getting like a camera, microphone, some stuff like that. Very cool, very cool. Kenneth Swan says, building and trying to watch the chat is no easy task. Hats off to you, my friend. No, it can be somewhat of a pain at times, and that's what I try to tell people when I miss comments. And a lot of people don't get it, but it can be hard to keep up with. And I appreciate you noticing that, Kenneth. I really do. Talus Moonbreaker says, oh no, Daryl City's almost turned into Houston with no sewers. No, I am getting... I try to remember the sewers all the time. Bricks says, I'm hoping to have some extra cash in hand to apply to purchases. I hope you do too, my friend. Scoutcraft Force says, for Christmas, he's getting... Oh, I already read that comment. Mike was saying what you need sewers for all that crap. Paul Bot... yes, that is part of why I need the sewers, is for all of Paul's crap. I absolutely agree with you. Destro says there's no place like home. Where is no place like home? Oh, you're telling him to get on here. I got you. No Place Like Homes. He builds some really cool stuff too. He has, if you're saying at No Place Like Homes as far as a highway, he had an amazing highway. And I'm trying to remember. He does have it on his YouTube, and he also did have some pictures of it on his Instagram. So if you wanted to see a really cool highway, he has a smaller table. Oh, I want to say his display table is like 4x8. So what he does is he goes through and he'll build a little city, and then he'll take some pictures of it, keep it for a couple weeks, rips it down, and starts from scratch. Right now he's doing a lot of like sea, water type coast, I guess would be a good way to put it, stuff. But the last one that he did was, he did have a highway in, and it was an amazing build. You know, the problem with the Pick-a-Brick wall here lately, and I think everybody can agree, is they really have not been posting anything good or new in quite a while, and it's actually kind of a bummer. And now let's see, we got to put that. So that's one sewer hole. And then the other one, actually I'll do that one with 2x2s or 1x2s. Just to do something a little different. Now we'll put these two guys here. Bada boom, bada bing. And then we'll do another one over here on this side. Where did I say I was putting these? Right here was one. So that one will go there. And then there's the other one. So we will do that one there. Gotta have the sewers ready. Gotta. Yeah, but you do some amazing you do some amazing builds though, buddy. You really do. And I honestly think that's probably the one complaint that every single Lego builder has, because mind you, I'm not at the point yet, but at some point I'm going to go back to the point of wishing I had more space. I'm not there yet, but I know at some point I'll be there. I have 1,800 square feet. I still have enough space that I can do at least 2 more extensions to my table before I would be totally out of room. But I'm pushing hard to get this baby filled so I can do another extension here in the next year or two. And hey, Kevin Waslin, how you doing, my friend? You always feel the love, Paul Bot. Anyway, let me grab some plates. I was gonna say, you bring the abuse on yourself. You like it. Paul likes the abuse. He just doesn't like to admit he likes the abuse. Gotta get some filler on these guys. And I didn't grab enough to fill both sides in. Oh yeah, no, when I built my Lego barn, that was the whole premise of me having all this space, and why I've tried to keep most of the floor space open, was quite simply to give me tons and tons and tons of room to continually expand. The expansion that I just did is only the beginning. And I also plan on even the space that I currently have open in the middle. I'm not doing it anytime immediately, but I do have plans on how I'm going to add a section of table there as well that I can slide in and out and pop up in the middle of the table. So I have plenty of space where I can slowly just kind of spread out as I go. That would be cool, Kevin, eh? Which part of my plan is the space underneath my tables. That's where I'm wanting to do Star Wars displays. I want to do one display that is, I'd like to do a Battle of Endor display. I would like to do a Tatooine display. And I would also like to do the Battle of Hoth as a display on the underside of the table. And I would even like to try and do a little bit of Harry Potter maybe in one spot. But I also do intend on including some Harry Potter in my city. So I have a lot of different ideas. And I like I said, I have tons of space to do it. Is the awesome part. Well, that sounds nice and cozy, Kevin. Sitting by the light of the Christmas tree. There's nothing better than just having all the lights off in the house by the Christmas tree. What I miss is our current house, we don't have a fireplace. And that used to be one of my favorite things, to just kind of sit and chill in the living room with all the Christmas lights off, nothing else on, and listen to the crackle of a fire. Unfortunately, I don't have a fireplace in this house. Sinix, hey-o, how you doing, my friend? I need to grab a few more plates. And this will be the road that goes behind my train station. And then on either end of this, I got to put in a small curve, and I still didn't grab enough. Jonathan C. says, hope everyone's having a great Christmas Eve. I myself just got the UCS TIE Interceptor and X-Wing from his cousin. Beyond excited. That's freaking awesome, man. That was very awesome of your cousin. Holy crap. What an awesome Christmas present. And congratulations. Those look like amazing builds. See, I not that there's anything wrong with electric. My last house was a gas fireplace, but that bill tended to be a little bit on the pricey side. My favorite thing, though, is a house that we had 3 houses ago. Actually had a wood-burning fireplace, and there was something about watching the actual fire and listening to the crackle of the logs and stuff crackling. It was just so relaxing. Electric and gas is still nice, too, but I personally would rather have a wood-burning so you don't got the extra bill. That's awesome, Lego Mike. Says working on something similar. I had thought about trying to incorporate some of my train into the roads, and then I just decided not to. Thought that would be too much of a pain. And I totally understand that, Kevin A. This barn is a dream come true for me. It was something that I've always wanted. And once we got the property where I'm currently living now, that was the first thing I did, was I made sure I built this barn. And again, it's to me, it's an absolute dream come true. And thank you so much, Jonathan C. And I want to get some other pieces. Hold on. So I got to put the back line on here now. Like I said, it's funny because that crackle sound I'm talking about, it also brings back a really cool memory for me anyway. When I was a kid, my dad was big about real trees, and I'll be the first to admit I generally do a fake tree. I don't like the cleanup every year and all that. But I get why my dad loved the real trees, because the smell of them. Oh my God, there's something about the smell of a real tree that's just amazing. But one year, no critters, so it wasn't like Christmas Vacation where we had a squirrel or something jump out of it. But one year, the particular tree we got, it was kind of a larger tree, and it had a bunch of pine cones on it. And because we brought it in the house, obviously, in the middle of winter, that tree, once it started to warm up from being in the house, we were sitting in the living room one day, and you just kept hearing this popping sound. And it was kind of like, what could that possibly be? What's this popping noise? And we're just kind of sitting there and, trying to kind of figure out where is this popping noise coming from? And then finally we, while we're sitting in the living room, all of a sudden we see something come flying out of the tree. And we're like looking, and we're trying to figure out what the heck it is. And we tried to find, where it went. And what we found is it was a little seed. And what we discovered is because there was all these pine cones on the Christmas tree, and it got warm, so the tree thought basically that it was spring, and it was shooting its seed pods out of the not acorns, but the pine cones. And it just made a complete mess of the living room. But it was kind of a neat thing, a neat experience, because I've never sat and seen or heard that actually happening, but it's definitely a memorable experience. Bricktail Studio says you skipped on a street running train. You know what? I'm just trying to go as simple and easy as possible. And the problem with doing the train running on the road anyway, for me, like with this particular section, I'll use as an example. Each end of this is going to be in a curve. And trying to build the train, not that I can't do it, because I have done it in one other spot in my city. It's very part intensive though, and it's just not something I wanted to try and fight with. It's not to say that I might not try and do something like that some point in time in the future maybe, but for now I'm just trying to go for simplicity and fill on the table. And I don't want to use the blue. Because that's like my primary goal right now is to just keep this forward motion that I've started getting and get the table as full as possible. Cajun says that Mrs. Yeti tried his dress on and she wants it. Well, good thing you only got to wear it once, right? Because she can have it after you're done. If she doesn't mind picking all the hair out of it anyway. Do. Caragana trees, are those another type of pine tree? So I'm not familiar with that particular name. I got to get 4 plates. And now I got to put my little sewer drains in here, so let me get rid of these. So we don't need this anymore. I'm not talking about the hair on the top of your head. I'm talking about all your body hair. I picture you being a hairy beast. Seems that's why we call you the Cajun Yeti. Well, they're more of a hedge than a tree. Okay, I get it. Just to kind of show you a little something that I do. And I mean, it's totally up to different people for what they want to do. I like to use brown or like a bronze colored grill piece. And the reason that I do that is typically anytime you see a sewer drain, usually they are a little rusted. And then it also gives you a little bit of offset on the color against the gray. So just one of my little thoughts and insights on some of the stuff that I do and why I do it. John McKinley, what the heck is up, my man? I hope you're doing well. He says, look up Wheatley explosion. We're the first house not evacuated. We have go bags to be out in 5 minutes. That's still going on? Hasn't that been going on for a couple months now, John? Seems like it's been a few months now. I can't believe they still haven't resolved that particular issue yet. And thank you so much for that $6.99 donation, man. That was very generous of you. I really appreciate that. And Merry Christmas to you as well, my friend. They look like little mini pea pods. Like I said, I will have to look up that particular tree because, like I said, I'm not familiar with that. Okay, I'm done with those. Now I need... There. Get our street all tiled in on the edges. Yeah, I can understand why it would be upsetting when it's still going on. That's why I said I would have liked to have thought they would have figured it out by now. I was just saying that you must be a hairy beast because you're the Yeti is all. Cajun Yeti. We all know you're bald, though. Kenneth Swan says his family in Germany would have candles on the Christmas tree before electric lights. They would only light them the night of Christmas on a fresh tree. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend them on a tree that's been there for any type of time because that would go up like a freaking flame ball. But yeah, I want to say that was a pretty common tradition back in the day, was to light up your Christmas tree with candles. And then typically, like for garland and stuff, they would use popcorn and things of that nature. It would be neat to have a tree that is done historically like that from old times. Now let's throw a few of these guys on there. They just found a hydrogen sulfide leak. What is hydrogen sulfide? Excuse me for not knowing what that would be. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I'm just trying to get some general placement for some of these for minifigs to be placed on them in a few different spots. 1, 2, 5. And that's a sewer. Oh, they have, okay, I got it. They have yellow bloods on them. Okay, so it's got little flowers on them too. Don't get too happy now. H2S gas is good. So I'm not even sure what hydrogen I'm assuming hydrogen sulfide is H2S. And I think that's all I'm going to do for those for now. Oh, not good. Okay. So you said good, and then I saw you retracted it, so I was kind of wondering what that meant. I'm going to need more than that. So that would be like an explosive gas, is what I'm assuming there, Kevin. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's definitely not good then, because you're right. It's a stinky gas. I always just called that sulfur. Now, like where I live, because like our well water is like got a high sulfur content, and like you said, it stinks. But I have a water softener that gets rid of most of that smell. Or I should say all of that smell. It doesn't get rid of it out of the outside garden hoses though. So when you're using the hose outside, it's like, holy cow, it stinks. Oop, that one. Well, I have a damaged piece there. So that's garbage. Yeah, no, not from what Kevin's saying. It definitely sounds bad to inhale. That's what she said, right, Mike? All that Louisiana food. All that New Orleans food. That jambalaya. The Cajun food. Some, what do they call that? It's jambalaya, isn't it? Or gumbo? Gumbo, that's the other thing I was thinking of. I am trying to speed tile this out. Although I don't know why, because I haven't really tiled too much of the other ones. It's funny, I just ordered another. Every bag I get of these, this is the 2x2 tiles. I get them by the 1,000. Actually, you get them by 999, but I just ordered another bag because I know tiling out my roads, I'm going to be going through those rather quickly. Have to go. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. You're welcome. I'm here to help, man. I'm here for all the insomniacs. I figure I will stay up probably for at least another hour or so. I'd like to build this, and then I've got 2 curves that I actually have to work on. Cajun food and New Orleans food. I always thought it was one and the same. What is the difference between Cajun and New Orleans food? And good night, Mike, and Merry Christmas again to you, buddy. I do plan on trying to stream at least once again tomorrow as well. Kevin says, he spelled that wrong. I can't talk because when it comes to spelling, I tell you what, I'm not even good. I'm not good at spelling, and I'm not good at enunciation. I know English is my only language, but I'm horrible at both spelling it and saying it. So I will never correct anybody on what they're spelling. It's like I said, I can barely speak it and spell myself. Merry Christmas, Papa's Bricks. How are you, my friend? Fish and oyster stew. I can't, I mean, I don't mind fish. I'm not a big person for oysters, but I can't say too much about it because I've never had it. That would be something I would have to try. Joshua Long Photography says he's glad for the late stream. He typically works late and misses most of them, and I'm so glad you were able to make it, my friend. I am off for the next week, so I thought, you know what? I am going to try and continue streaming as much as I can to get as much of my city done as I can. Because I am determined to get this baby filled in. Ah, okay. So it's mainly just the seasoning is the different thing. So, like, where I live, I'll be the first to admit, this is probably horrible. Like Popeye's chicken, they always claim that that's Cajun chicken. That would probably not be actual what you would think of as Cajun chicken, though. Or Cajun food. Okay, and seafood gumbo is with oysters. Okay. Okay, let me get this out of my way. And then I got to bring over... So I got 2 curves. I got one that I already have made that I got to make a correction on. And then I got another one I got to make. So let me get this over there, which actually, I'm trying to think. Let me go put this back, and then I'll go see what else I can start working on and making. Shadow Cow Moo, hello, hello. Eric Olmatz says, what's your opinion? 6 wide cars versus 8 wide cars. Do you use them in your city? I have a lot of Speed Champion cars, and it looks funny into the mix. To me, I only use 6 wide. I don't like the new 8 wide Speed Champion cars. I honestly don't buy them. If I do buy them, I modify them and tweak them back down to 6 wide. Although I love the 6 wide cars, don't get me wrong. They're very cool, very detailed, look amazing. They don't look right in a Lego city, in my opinion. They are just entirely too big. Because if you're going to go with an 8 wide car, you're going to have to go with 8 wide vehicles. You're going to want like a 10 wide train and stuff like that. And it just, to me, 8 wide is not good for a Lego city, quite simply. The Cajun says that is not Cajun chicken. And thank you so much for the plug on that, Matt. And Matt says, here he thought he was being all southern when he goes to Popeye's Chicken. Let me go put this away 1 second. I think what I'm going to do is I got to make one straight 3-plate long. And I am going to use some of my vintage plates for this one. Just because I have no other use for these plates, so I might as well use them for a road plate. And let's see here. Pop these together. I can lower that back. Well, I'll leave it up there. So I could probably lower that back down, but now this one I'm trying to think, because I'm going to have, there's going to be a train on this end, so I'm going to have to play a little, have a little fun with this one. These were actually my favorite road plates, and I actually would prefer they had kept making these as opposed to the new gray ones. I liked them because the green on the edge, you really didn't have to do a lot to decorate them in. If you just use road plates anyway, they were probably the best road plate they ever made, in my opinion anyway. We all know everybody has differences of opinion, but these were definitely my favorite road plates. And I've got a bunch of them, but like I said, I'm never going to use them, so might as well fill them in. Have I ever made an 8x32 mils plate? No. The smallest plate generally I will make is a 16x32. If I'm going to make something as small as an 8x32, I will just physically attach it, which I've never done anything that small. I would physically just make it part of a larger plate. That's just how I do things. That doesn't mean that's how you have to do things. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can go here and then here, here and then here, here and then here. Trying to do a quick spacing, and then I'll go grab some more. It's funny because I just got a shipment of bricks today. I was so glad that I got them because I was running low. And I probably need to put in another order for these already because I go through them pretty quickly with all my mills plates. Take care, Yeti. Have a great stream, buddy. And if you're going to be up for a while after I end mine, I might come pop in over there if you send me a link in the Discord, my friend. couple more. No problem at all, Steve. Take care, my friend. Like I said, I'm just doing some late night streaming. Just trying to hang out for a bit. And let's pull some of this stuff off. Still need to pull a little more off. Yes, order. I must. Every day I seems like I'm ordering something. Every Lego builder's problem. Never enough parts. At least for me anyway. Oh, I thought you were streaming tonight. Well, hope you have a good night, buddy. I'm going to just break all this apart. And yes, this is my highway that I'm ripping apart, guys. That's the only way I have bricks for my roads. No problem at all, and I hope you have a great one, Eric. Creator block? Yeah, that can be an issue also. That is not a good block to have. I will definitely agree with that. Oops. Excellent movie. We'll say we own it on DVD and we watched that earlier. It's a great movie. We watch it every year. That, Home for the Holidays, Die Hard. Those are all Christmas classics. Eccentric Brick says he's building the classic airplane with the shuttle on top. I don't think I have that set. I do believe I know what you're talking about, but I don't believe I have that set. Kevin says he's been working on something for what seems like weeks. I have gotten to a point that, oops, sorry about that microphone pop there. That's part of why I'm trying to focus on my roads and get a lot of different stuff done and get a lot of fill done. Because when I start doing my builds and stuff, they can take months. And that's why I'm like determined to try and get all my roads in place, and then that way when I get a building placed, or I know how much spacing anyway that I have for buildings. I thought this was going to be or would be, and so far it has been, a better way to attack my city and actually get some fill in it, because I'm tired of having all this table space and not having anything filling it up. Do I have to go to a store when it comes to 2x2 bricks? Brick Cash is the go-to. Brick Cash is my go-to for 4x4 base plates. You are absolutely right. As far as the 2x2s, I just randomly always search for people on Bricklink. Typically, how I find most of my bricks, believe it or not, and how I get most of them, it's not that I'm ordering large quantities of them or something like that. So don't get me wrong in thinking that. What I do is basically anytime I'm in someone's store and I'm looking for parts or something, I always check out what they have in 2x2 bricks. And any 2x2 bricks that anybody has, because I buy them used, I buy them new, I don't care. I'll buy every color they have, I don't care, because it's not going to be seen, it's not going to be visible, because it isn't a Mills plate, so it's really not super critical to have them matching, because once you do your build, you never see them. But what I do is anytime I'm in a store, somebody's Bricklink store, I physically always check the 2x2 bricks, and sometimes I'll score and get 100, or I should say sometimes I'll score and I'll get close to 1,000. Other times, if I'm ordering something from somebody, I might only get 100. But what I do is I only buy the bricks, the 2x2 bricks anyway. I only buy them if they are 3 cents or less typically. Sometimes I will buy them if they're 4 cents, if it's a new item or whatever, but typically I try to stay at the 3 cents or less. And anytime I find anybody that's selling them at a reasonable price like that, I will buy every single one that they have anytime I'm looking for parts. So it's just a constant flip for me every time I order something. This batch that I just got delivered today, actually, the reason I got that batch is I ordered a electric motor because I do have 9-volt track for my city now, and I wanted a second motor. I actually bought 2 more motors, but one of them was from a different seller, and the one seller that I got all the 2x2 bricks from had some really cheap 2x2 bricks, and then they had a 9-volt motor for my train track for only $45, so I snatched that up while I was there as well. And then I also got the side guard for that train track as well. Like I said, I still got to buy the Home Alone set, so I can't even talk about Home Alone, unfortunately, because I have not been able to find that in stock anywhere. No, you're good, John. I don't care if you tell people to check that out. Wendy Kimbrell says my goal next week is... Oh, I already said that. Eccentric Bricks got something yesterday. What did he get? I'm building the classic airplane shuttle. Oh, you just got it yesterday. Okay, that makes sense. And Kenneth Swan says, or he's talking to Wendy Kimberly. Let me get a few more pieces because I got to rethink this because there's a train track that goes here. 1, 2, 3. Yes. I need a piece of train track because there's going to be a train track built into this one. So this one's going to need a slight modification. This one's going to be a little different of a road plate. We're going to be including a train crossing in this particular plate. And I need 2 pieces of 9-volt track. Yeah, it's typical though. A lot of things sell out this time of year every single year. But that's the awesome thing here in the next couple weeks, because it'll be the first of the year. You can go to your local stores and you're going to find a lot of it on clearance and a lot of stuff that people brought back with wrapping paper still on it, and it's going to be on clearance. This is going to have a train track, so I got to have that piece here. So I'm going to have to finagle how I want to attack this. This is, I have the white stop bar. The AT-AT's back in stock. Are we talking about the standard AT-AT, or are we talking about the UCS AT-AT? See, I have not successfully found the Home Alone set yet. And I wish I could find it. To me, that would be a very cool set to put in a city display. It's like the mayoral mansion or something along that line. So it is a very cool looking set. You know, since I'm doing this right now, there's a real specific reason why you'll see me put 1x1 bricks together on a plate. And it's because if you lay them together on a plate like that, they always go together square. Where if you try to hold it upright, you always have to try and sit and twist them to get them to line up. And that's why I do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, they do, man. Walmart, to me, is one of my favorite places to go for deals. I am in Michigan. And this, we're just going to do a solid double yellow line. So let's start with that. Let's do the white on top. Yeah, I thought this would be a good compromise. What's funny, someone just said it sucks about the highway, but they're glad that I'm still sticking with the brick-built roads. The funny thing is I had a couple people tell me, well, it's not that expensive, and I'm thinking, okay, well, build a highway then. Build a highway and come talk to me. My thing is, it's like I said, I'm trying to focus on builds and getting some other stuff done. So to me, the highway is something that it's kind of easily to overlook. It sucks because I'm tearing it apart, yeah, but it's not that big of a deal. To me, anyway. And, whoops. Do I want, no, I don't, do I want a passing lane here? You know what, I might do a passing lane here too. What the heck? Just to add a little something, something. I need... I love that new modular hotel. I cannot wait to get it. I think it looks amazing myself. Yeah, I think that'll look decent. I'll just put a very small passing lane on this one side, just to change things up a little. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, I definitely like to go out January 1st and do some clearance shopping. I agree. That's like one of the best times of year to find some good deals. And now we'll go back to a solid line. Just build and design your own corners then. I know they can be a little tricky though. Hello, Lucas. Sorry, I don't have the ability to translate on a live stream though. Imperial Officer says, yeah, highway is expensive, and where would it go? Honestly, it would lead nowhere. No, it's because it is all it's going to do is just be cut off at the ends, and that's why I just it was like, you know what, it's really not that big of a deal for me anyway. And I design stuff and rip stuff apart all the time, so I know I think there were more people upset about it than I even thought about being upset about it, the fact that I was ripping it apart. But I still, like I said, I will still try and put one in my city at some point. But it's not until I get all my primary roads set up, because I want to get my city filled in. I'm tired of seeing all this empty space on a table that I know I could just get filled if I would focus and get some roads and start doing some buildings on it. And I am knocking stuff everywhere. I think you're speaking Spanish. Do I speak Spanish? No, I do not. And you said something about Argentina and Paris? Ninjago makes some awesome sets. I totally understand that. 4,000 one by... Did you have to make four... I'm assuming you made 4 individual orders of 1,000 apiece. In the way Lego is going, you're probably right. I don't know. I've been pretty lucky, though, lately with my Lego orders. They seem to actually come fairly quickly, for me anyway. I know that doesn't mean that they're coming quickly for everybody, but they do generally seem like they're coming pretty quickly for me. Yes, I am going to be off for 2 weeks. The second week is going to be the trip to Houston, and the first week is me being able to hang out at home and just chill and build. And that is a great idea to have a bunch of your roads pre-built. Like I said, I just kind of started on the kick of it, and I've just been slowly... I got the big hairy idea as far as, thinking, oh, I'm gonna do a freeway. It's gonna be awesome. Blah 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 blah. And it kind of derailed me on a lot of my purchases, as far as because I've been focusing so much on buying dark blue gray bricks, and that's why I've changed directions, because to me it's more important to get the city filled, and that's why I've put that on hold. I just personally feel it's a better way to go, is to do the brick built roads. I already have plenty of parts to do it. I just have to exclude the freeway, and to me the freeway's not that big a deal. Destro says his orders arrive in 2 days. That's amazing, dude. That's really good. Like I said, I've personally had really good luck with all the orders I've done with Lego myself, so I'd say you're probably good to go. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Do I want to do it that way, or do I think I want to do it this way? Let's put some of that together. Yeah. Merry Christmas, Gary. Yes, basically I tried to do a bridge too far. You're absolutely correct. That is a very good way to put it, my friend. It's a very good way to put it. Well, it's never a bad thing to get your orders that quickly. That's always a good thing. At least I think it's a good thing anyway. Four and 2. Guess what I actually need to do is do this, so I know where this is going to stop. It's 4 off the edge. How do I want to do this? I want this filled. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. Part bins real quick. So we can get this train filled in. I didn't need as many of those as I thought. That Titanic set is awesome. That's one of those sets I'm going to have to buy because my wife wants it really bad. She's a huge fan of the Titanic. But you're right, it is a huge set. This is just one of the mini sections. When I get it transferred, this is going to be a road that runs on the side of my Lego Convention Center. I just finished the first road I built before I started working on this one was the road that was going to be in front of the convention center. This is going to be on the side of the convention center. And then on the other side of the convention center, I'm going to be building a few more buildings as well. I really need to do a city update so everybody can see how much insanity I have actually got built. Now this has got to come up 2 plates. So if I'm coming up 2 plates, I want... to run some plates like this underneath. All in time, my man. Like I said, I don't know if I'll do an actual drawbridge, but I do plan on putting a bridge in. So that, to me, that is a beautiful set to display if you like the Titanic. Destro says he loves the story of the Titanic. Sad it is. The wreck and the detail Lego put into it is, yes, there's extreme accuracy. One of the things I loved about what they built into the Titanic set is the fact that, number one, it's modular in the aspect that the ship comes apart, and that you can actually see the engine rooms and stuff. I mean, that's just, it's incredible. I know we in our house have several artifacts, if you will. They're replicas, but it's like we have like a menu from the Titanic. We have the ship's log of people that were on it, all the guests that were on the ship. We have a couple different news articles and things about it, and we also have, like, it's a Titanic bell. Mind you, these are not from the ship. I could not afford any of that stuff. It's just all stuff from collectors, basically. And what was I gonna do? I had in my head, oh, I gotta find this is what I was thinking of. And I've got to put one more row of plates over the top. A roundabout would be cool, yes. A bar on a drawbridge, that would be interesting. That would be different, to say the least. Now this has to come up one more plate, so I need 1 by 1, 1 by 2s. And Merry Christmas to anybody that's new on the channel. If I hadn't had a chance to say it yet, just want to make sure I say Merry Christmas to everybody. Now we can fly over this piece. Yes, we went to the Titanic exhibit once when it was in Detroit, and we also went, they have an exhibit, or did we go to the Detroit one? God, it's been so long. The one that I remember the most is they have a big exhibit down in, I feel like the one we went to in Detroit, though, was like, God, 10 years, 15 years ago. But the one that they did, Gatlinburg, they have the Titanic Museum, and it's actually really cool. The building is in the shape of the Titanic on the front of it, and at the bow of the building, they have a pond, a pool, whatever you want to call it, for lack of a better term, and they actually have the water getting jettisoned towards the building itself, so you can see it looks like the bow of the boat's actually sailing through the water. really cool setup, really neat. But we've seen that as well. The problem with the time that we went to, the one that was in Tennessee anyway, our kids were not that interested in it at the time, so we didn't really quite enjoy it as much as we probably could have. I think that is what I want. The Suds Bar and Grill. Need some 1x2s. We'll take a few of those. Iceberg, dead ahead. I think the reason my wife loves the Titanic so much is quite simply because of the story with Leonardo DiCaprio. But I think that's also why most women like that particular story. Even though all that portion of it is actually false. Or are you talking about the iceberg that fell? Because that iceberg exhibit fell and it actually hurt a couple people. Sean Cameron says, what's a dream build that I would like to see in my city if space, money, and time wasn't a problem? That's a really good question. To me, having the city the size that I have it, I guess, is my dream build. That's part of the reason why I built the barn and I have so much space out here. So to say what an actual dream build would be, I don't know, because I kind of feel like I'm already getting the dream build by having such a large space to build inside of. Rita Wilson says, I did an experiment on my modulars, are on a bookshelf, and I got a Dollar Tree clear shower curtain liner and hung it from the top shelf. No dust on the sets. Sets on open bookshelf. Massive dust. Sounds like a good plan, and then because it's clear, you can actually still see it. So I can see the importance of that. That's very cool. If that worked, heck yeah. I'm sure you could probably even just like use like visqueen or something, plastic. Although I would say the clear curtain, shower curtain's probably a much better look. Yeah, that exhibit was very cool to see. It's almost eerie. Another exhibit that we saw recently, and it's kind of creepy. It was the Holocaust Museum. We have one of those here in Michigan, and it's just, man, it's pretty graphic in spots of the museum, but it's very mind-opening, I guess would be a good way to put it. But a lot of the artifacts and stuff that they have there, people's effects, clothes, shoes, things of that nature, and all the information that's there, it's just, it's like, wow. Very sad. Very, very, very sad. And I need to put somewhere in here a stop bar. I need a couple more yellow plates. It's hard for a kid not to want to play with Lego. So I wish you lots of luck on that one, Rita. And I'm trying to decide, because if that's the train, this piece is going to be here. This will be 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to put the stop bar back here, is what I'm thinking. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that. And then a stop bar here, maybe, is what I was thinking. Where did my wedge go? How close? Gate arm. I'm going to go back one further, I think. I think 4 might be a better number. Let's try it and see. Let's run it up there. To me, any museum is extremely interesting. I love museums, but you have to be willing to want to just kind of stand around and read and look at stuff. And taking kids to do something like that, not a good idea. Oh, any road I do, when I brick build them, I always put yellow stripes on them. Here in the United States, all of our roads have the yellow stripe in the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you have the white stop bars. And actually, I was even thinking, I'm wondering if I should put stop in there, because you can do a railroad crossing stop. You know what? I wonder if I had one pre-built. You know, I might have to do that now that I'm thinking about it. Put the word stop with the lines around it. That might look even better. I'd have to go back and do a bunch of my roads, though. Ooh, that would hurt. I think for now I'm just going to push through with what I already got. It'll make it easier for now, and I can come back and add that detail later. As someone told me, some countries it's all white lines. There is no, like Lego, for example, Europe, that their lines are white in the middle, which is why their Lego sets always have the white lines on the roads, which would make sense to me. But the problem is that doesn't coincide with the rest of the world. I need some more 1x4s, I think. Tape, Bevins, tape. Yes, you could do the tape, but that's where I'm. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things that you could cure with stickers or tape or pinstriping tape or however you want to do it. It's just, it's where I'm stubborn in the head. I like to have stuff done with the parts because I think it makes it more interesting. Just a personal feeling, thought, but I know some people probably think I'm nuts because building these roads out of bricks, I mean, it is a time-consuming process, but I just love the appearance of them. And Merry Christmas, Aussie Adams. How are you, my friend? I need some more 1x4s. Oh, let's spin that guy up. And a 3. Okay. I was going to say here, because Everywhere in the United States, at least everywhere I've ever been, it's always yellow. But that is the explanation that I was given. Also, what you just said is that it's generally only the yellow lines where the snow's at. But like I said, here, at least for every state that I've been to, and I thought even in Florida, the dividing line in the center is yellow. Because the rules of the road are like this here in the States. The yellow line in the middle is to designate two opposing pieces of traffic. If you have a white line, that means the traffic is a one-way street. That's how the roads work here. But I know different countries, different rules, different methods, and all that stuff. No problem at all, and that's awesome, Aussie Adams. Enjoy that time with them kids. Kevin says the medieval building has a water wheel in his lighthouse he built for... Oh, yes. You're absolutely correct. You did... I don't... those videos are still posted for anybody that wants to see those. The monthly build challenge videos. Those all should still be posted anyway. I must have streamed too long because I'm starting to recognize a lot of these songs. Yes, absolutely. And we don't want to go the wrong way. Oops. I am launching pieces. Ozurus says yellow lines in Germany means road is in repair. Ah. Like I said, yellow here means it's two opposing directions of traffic. And then the white on the edge they refer to as the fog line. So you can't cross the fog line, and then you can't cross the yellow line unless it has a double hatch, which is what I just added to this, because the hash line means you're allowed to pass. And I need that guy. That's what's funny, because you'd think there'd be like an international standard, so if people from other countries came to your country and started driving on the road, there wouldn't be any confusion. Awesome. Take care, Wendy. We will see you later. Thank you so much for hanging out in the stream. Talus Moonbreaker says he may try some Mills-esque roads with light gray. He's got way too many. You can never have enough gray parts. What's everyone's thought on the new mini trains coming out? I didn't realize it would use such different tracks than normal. Was excited about the price. Of course not motorized, but wow. Yeah, I mean, they're neat looking. I don't know. I'll have to, once they come out, I'll have to kind of stare them down, I guess. Not really looking to get into those myself, because I like motorized and I want the tracks to all be the same size. But it's like I tell a lot of people, a lot of the stuff that Lego's doing lately, it's to try and draw younger kids. So I see the point in them offering and doing that. Yeah, you're right. Other countries do have the steering wheel on different sides. They say that we have it on the wrong side too, so I can't say it's the wrong side because it just depends on what country you're in. This is going to get tiled. These are going to get tiled with the hump. This is going to be a sidewalk. These will be sidewalks over here. So let me get the attachment point down. And where do I want to put? Let's put a sewer line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. So I'm going to add that piece. Whoops. Right now. So I don't forget it. We'll put one sewer on one side, one sewer on the other. Medieval castle mock. That sounds like a fun build, and if it's for Christmas, yes, you definitely have to go finish that. I'm surprised I actually have this many people on for Christmas, to be honest. Especially considering how late at night it is. Where is... I have a big bag of them. Where did they go? They're there. Actually, I guess you would be right. Like I said, I might have to... I'm trying to think. It's R&R with a line on either side of it, isn't it? You know what? I am going to... I'm probably going to regret looking it up because it's going to make me do a bunch of work. But I'm good at that. I'm good at creating all kinds of work for myself. Let's see. Where, oh where did my little dog go? Trying to find a good picture of a railroad track. Boogie, boogie, boogie. That ain't doing it. Let's see. Railroad images. Railroad crossing images. Let's try that. I want to see a good paint mark on the ground. There it is. So it's an X with the R on either side in this picture. I'm going to have to think about that. I might be able to finagle something. I think. It depends on what you look at, because I'm seeing a bunch of different pictures. One of them is an X with an R on either side of the X and a line above it. Then I also just see an X with a line on the top and the bottom. Then I also see an R and R with a line on the top and the bottom. I'm seeing a couple different versions. Bozier says, we are on the wrong side. In history, you ride on horses. Which side you enter on a horse? On the left side or the right side? You know, I always thought the way you rode on a horse was basically dependent upon what handed you were, though. And I know, like, for me, you get on the left side of the horse when I hopped on a horse anyway. Because it was, you'd put your left leg in the stirrup and then you'd sling your right leg over. And you're right, it would be smart if they reversed the steering wheels on our cars over here, because then when you pull on the shoulder, the officers can get out on the right side and then they're not walking into traffic. So you're absolutely correct on that. Man, you got me thinking now. I hate it when I think. It's usually a bad thing. I would have to do... Oh... Let's see... I'm probably going to regret looking this up. So it's going to take me down another one of those rabbit holes is what this is going to do. Oh, it's so going to take me down a rabbit hole. There's a couple, like I said, there's a couple different ways I'm seeing to do this. And I'm really liking the R and R is what I'm thinking. Rest and relaxation, so to speak. I see it, like I said, because I'm seeing both. I'm seeing the X, and then I'm also seeing so I'm seeing the X, and then I'm also seeing the X with the R on either side of it. And what is that? I didn't want that. I don't want that. And like I said, I'm probably going to regret this. You know what? Let's have a little fun though, guys. It's Christmas. Let's play a little. Right? Let's see what we can do. We've made the suggestion. The gauntlet has been thrown. Time to have a little fun. If I do that, because we want it to be long and stretched out, right? I need... let's see. If I go 3, 5, like I said, it's a rabbit hole, but I'm going to run down it anyway. And I could probably do this better with bricks, but I have plates handy, so we're going to do plates. I like that, Lego Mike. He says do a B and a B for Bevan's bricks. You know what? Let me build the actual X first. That way I know exactly what parts I'm going to need for fill. So let's see if we can get one going. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Let's just do a real generic X. So it'll be elongated. Let's see how we can make this look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, I am just building the white part. I would have to build this into the road, so just having a bit of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because you'd want it to be elongated is how I'm thinking of it anyway. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we would want a line across either side. So that would be one line. And that would be our other line. So now if we did that, I'm sorry, I'm not even thinking about what it looks like to you guys. Hold on. Oh, you can see it, okay. Take care, Kevin. Happy holidays, my friend. I hope you have a blessed day. So if I did that, now let's go. Need a few more white pieces. If I go like I said, taking myself down a rabbit hole. So if I go 6, thank you so much, Kevin, and Merry Christmas to you as well, my friend. 2. So if we did that. What I would actually want, I think, mind you, it would be brick built in. Holy crap, Brickman, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's an awesome donation. Thank you, my friend. That was very, very kind to you, my friend, and thank you, and Merry Christmas to you as well. Brickman just did a $20 donation, and again, dude, you're awesome. Thank you. I think I like that, guys. Problem is, do I want to build this into every one of my roads? Excuse me. I think I kind of like this, guys. I don't know. Do I really want to build this into my road, though? Do you guys think it's worth the headache? That is where the question lies. Just to spin it around so you guys could see what it would actually look like. that would be facing you guys, because mind you, if you're driving down the road, it's got to be elongated. So you'd want it longer. What's my favorite Star Wars character? Darth Vader, by far. He's my number one. As far as, well, you know what? Let's go. Favorite villain is Darth Vader. And then favorite hero, so to speak, would be Yoda. But those would be my two all-time favorites. I mean, there's so many awesome characters, don't get me wrong. But Darth Vader is my, like, freaking number one. I love him. I want to get a costume, or build a costume, to do like that. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth the headache either. You know what? Just add a little Flavor Flav, if you want to call it that. Let me. So my problem is I don't know that I would have enough to do it throughout my city, and it's one of those things that I would have to buy. Let's see. I'm just trying to give me an idea on spacing. I would want that to be, let's see. I would want that to be over more. So I would want, like I said, still just kind of playing around a little bit. One, two, three. Steve says I vote yes on the symbol. You guys just like to see me work, man. You guys just love seeing me work. Is that the boss? Let me do like a speed throw together of this. This is not the right way. It would go the other way. I was just doing that so you guys could see it. But let me actually fill this in properly, so you'd get a better idea of how that would look. And then I should be able to... You have both of them painted already? Oh, I see a couple people saying, yeah, painted is, or stickers would be an easy method. I totally agree with you on that. Whoever said I do anything easy, though? Am I right or am I right? I said you guys got me thinking about it, though, so I figured I gotta tweak it now just to see what I can do. No, you're right. I torture myself with this stuff. It's all them crazy details that actually cause me agony. And I do it to myself. And so that gives you an idea. Because as you fill it in, obviously it starts to look a lot better. Actually, and I'm sure that I would be able to do this much better if I wasn't just trying to kind of rough it together. So that would give me that. Nothing like brick sweat. And like I said, if I actually put this in, trying to think, I would have to make, oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'd have to make 10 of these if I put that in my city. Which I guess I don't have to put them in every spot in the city, but... So it'd be plated on that side. That would still work though. Let's see, let's plate that. Put that one in. Then I can put this guy in. Give me that. Then I can put a 1x4. And I can put an actual 1x4 brick. With a 1x4 plate. No, easy is not the Bevan's way. You are absolutely correct. See that? All it takes is one person to make a suggestion and I get all derailed. Derailed, get it? Good night, Matt. We will see you later, my friend. Swear to God, that sound makes me think of Mario Brothers. So it gives you a good idea of the R&R. That would work better if I did that. Pop that off. And again, I'm just doing this to kind of give you guys an idea of how it would look filled in, because it always looks better once you put all the pieces in it. Fill it in. Actually, yeah. So it gives you that. That would... 1, 2, 3. Bear with me, and I will come back to chat and pay attention a little more, guys. Takes me a minute when I'm trying to quickly slap together something. think that'll work. Merry Christmas, Steve, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year. I'm sure I'll see you before that, but take care, my friend. I offset the stud, didn't I? No, that'll work. But that... Oh, I want to get this fully built. Yes, the studs are going the right way. You got to remember this goes into a mill's plate, and my road is built with the studs going left to right. Well, actually, I guess it would be that way, but I could put it on a different track. Good evening, Merit Videos. I would actually need to come over, so I'd have to offset it a little bit is what I just realized, and that's fine. All you do is we can do that, that, and that, and then we could put this piece on there just to show you how it would look fully assembled. So I want the full effect. Oops, I just realized something. That side would be a yellow line. Anyway. So if I did it, that would be putting the railroad crossing symbol coming up to the train. I don't know that I want to do it. It does look cool, though, I have to say. So I can see that. I can see that being a reasonable feature I would want to place. Take care, Steve Grant. It would be fairly quick for me to be able to swip it around, though. But that would definitely, not gonna lie, that would add a touch of realism to it. I will have to think about that. What do you guys think? Do you like that? Not bad for a quick rough up, so to speak. Thanks, Brick Sergeant. Now that I just spent a bunch of time doing something else that'll create a ton of work for me. I think what I would do, to be perfectly honest, I'm just trying to line it back up just so you can see how it would look. So that would actually be right there. I think what I would do if I was going to put those on my roads, I do like that, don't get me wrong, but I have to order a bunch of plates in order to be able to maintain that. Brickblock Illinois says it's more work than he's willing to do for it. Looks great from his house, though. Yeah, I like I said, I don't picture me probably building this everywhere. But that is, I mean, that is why you guys all like my channel, because I take the time to do silly stuff like that. I might do that on, like Pedro just said, as a compromise, just do it on highly visible streets that you can immediately see when you're walking up to my table. And Michael, thank you so much. He says Merry Christmas from Idaho, and Merry Christmas to Idaho, my friend, and I hope you have a blessed holiday. So that's something I could consider. It's a thought. That's the closest I can get to what I see anyway, as far as a picture, because like I said, it's kind of elongated, because if you have to think about it, you know, if you're a car pulling up, and I'm hoping you can see it from that angle, that's how it would look as you're a car pulling up. So that gives you a better kind of idea of how it would look from the minifig eye view, so to speak. So I can see where that would definitely be something worthwhile in playing with. There you go, Mike says I don't like it. I love it. And just, I'll have to take a picture and post it on Discord just so you guys can see. Mind you, I know I could clean that up. I was just trying to fill it in as quickly as I could. I know there's a way that I could probably fill that in using less plates and such, because I used a bunch of plates, because like I said, I was just kind of quickly just shooting from the hip, so to speak. But it does add a nice level of detail, and if you figure if you have that with the sidewalk, and then you have the cross, you know, the cross thing down, and this being tiled in, and so I can see why people would like it. And thank you, Eccentric Bricks. So that is something I may consider. This isn't a, or is this a train crossing? Let me look at my table real quick. Let me see if I can place that somewhere. That wouldn't be a bad thought either, Kenneth, at all. But I agree with why you guys like seeing stuff like this, because I agree that seeing details like that built into a road are like, holy cow, amazing looking. Let me see if I have, or what other street I could possibly put that on. Give me 1 second. You know what's awesome? I have a street that would work perfect in already. So let's see. Let me show you how I like to peel. Absolutely, Bricklock. There is no try. Do or do not. There is no try. Well, make me bust my Yoda out. I know this is probably taking a step backwards, but what the heck, right? Yes, no? Yes, too old to use my teeth. Gets that piece in there. Thank you, Pedro Fries. I need... Are you not entertained? Thank you, Brick Sergeant. It says outstanding. trying to entwine it together because there's a lot of little breaks that would let this kind of crumble. Didn't I have... There. And people wonder why I like Mills plates. Destro says, dare I say, but now you have to change the passing zone to no passing. Can't pass at a railroad crossing. No passing zone. No passing. Even if I put one here, it would be over here, and that's why there's the no passing here at this point. I mean, it technically I should probably do it all the way up to here or whatever, but I want there to be some double hashed or whatever. Crap. Yes, I am, Pedro. Oh, I wished you'd noticed that sooner. I'm gonna leave it alone for now because that was a rush job. But yes, I am missing the little white piece right there. You're absolutely right. I missed it. Do it again. You're a real smart one, aren't you? Here, I'll make sure I take a really good picture and post it on Discord so you guys can see exactly, count the pieces out and all that good stuff. Because it's a lot of freaking plates is what made that actually happen. There's just a whole ton of plates. Thank you, Brick Sergeant. Michael Foujois says, ta-da! Do-do-do-do. But we got her. Is this the airport runway? No, this is not a runway. Railroad crossing. But, man. So my thing is... So now I got to order more 1x2 white if I wanted to do that. Or wait a minute. Yeah, I got 1x1s. I don't have the 1x2s. That's where my problem lies. Well, I actually have... No, I do have some more. So I'm not totally out, but I'd have to order some. Destro says, doesn't matter. I'm in awe of what I just witnessed. And thank you, Destro. I appreciate that. I know this is the kind of stuff that people actually prefer to watch me doing on live streams. And I know here lately I've just been doing a ton of Mills plates. And that's why I like to throw a little curveball every now and then and show people that I do more than just build the road. I do try to add details and such and make it interesting. No teeth, no teeth, no teeth. Let me come over and gnaw on some of those sealed and set boxes there, Bricklock. But like I said, I do have some more of these, so I wouldn't be totally out. I might take the advice. What is Santa bringing to Daryl's little city? I'm not sure, Rocky1790. I will definitely share with you guys tomorrow, though. Michael Lewis says, hi, Bevan's Bricks. I love your videos. You build such amazing Lego model, true Legoland. Thank you so much, Michael. I really appreciate that. That was very kind of you to say. Destro says, do I dare say how you have changed... Oh, I already talked about that one. Eric Olmetz says, that looks awesome. And Bricklock is being his smart self. It doesn't matter. Brick Sergeant says, you might want to run away. Bricklock Illinois says, crap everyone to Bricklink. Buy them before he can wipe them out. I'd only order a couple hundred if I was going to do it. Because I would need enough to do a few different markings. Well, it's like I had even contemplated... I don't think I'm going to get that crazy. I think if I do anything, I'll just do those. Because if I do these... and I just do the highly visible... that leaves... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to make 5 more of these. So if I just did the highly visible portion, I only got to do 6 more of those. So really, I mean, it's not that bad. And as you can see, it's fairly easy to rip the plate apart. That's one of the things that I've always been happy with doing these, just to show you a trick if you do mills plate building. So if you ever wanted to pull one apart, and this is something I do frequently even with all my builds, is you just, because you got that space, you just kind of stick your finger there and you just pull it back just a little bit until you get it started. And once you get it started, it generally just peels right open. And there you go. You got it right back open again. To be able to get at it, fix it, mess with it, whatever you got to do. And what I'm going to do is peel this one little piece out of there, since Pedro noticed it after the fact. I blame Pedro. He didn't say it soon enough. Put that piece back in there. And we will try, and I just knocked a piece out. I am trying to cheat and do this. There we go. There. Now it's fixed and it's not missing that part. Thank you, Michael Lewis. He says looks great. Thank you so much. Bricklock says it looks great. Okay, it is 12:30 at night, and I cannot believe you guys are all still hanging out with me, and I really appreciate it. You guys all spending this afternoon with me. I am going to try and do some live streams again tomorrow. I think I'm going to boot Pedro, though, because he's a little delayed on his response time for telling me I'm making mistakes. But, you know, I'll forgive him this one time. And but anyway, what I was going to say is I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, go spend a little time with the wife, maybe watch a little movie or something. But it's been great hanging out with you guys, and Merry Christmas if I don't see you guys in live streams tomorrow. I do plan on trying to do some live streaming tomorrow, so you will see me around. But again, Merry Christmas, everybody. I really do hope you all have a great day, a blessed day, and I hope you all get to spend time with your families and do all the things that you truly enjoy to do. And let me shut off the music for a moment. Where is... Boom, there it goes. So you guys can actually hear me. But anyway, let me roll that beautiful bean footage. And where did I don't even remember if somebody donated. I know somebody donated. I felt like somebody donated. So I want to roll that beautiful bean footage. There we go. Come on, here we go. And we got a winner, Kyle. Thank you so much, Kyle Dunbar, John McKinley, and Brickman. Again, thank you, all three of you guys. You guys are awesome. Because without supporters like you, I would not be able to continually do the insanity that I do in my builds. But again, like I said, guys, I really do wish you guys all a very Merry Christmas. I hope you have an awesome New Year, even though I know I will see most of you before New Year. But I hope you have a blessed day, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow in another live stream. So as always, thank you for coming to Bevan's Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below. And hopefully we'll see you next time on Bevan's Bricks. And Merry Christmas to you as well, Mr. Wish.